welcome to the weekly show, episode number 7. We got a jam-packed show, tons to get to, but first off, let's get to some emails. Paula Abdul writes in and says, "Help! Is the weekly show hiring?" No, we're not, Paula, sorry. Fully staffed. We got tons of correspondents who are eager for some airtime, actually. Today, we're unveiling something new, including some commercials from our sponsors. Some of these are very controversial and a little weird at times, but I think you'll like them. Superstars of Tomorrow is a new segment where we talk to the upcoming talent who are going to be headliners in the future. You're going to see them here first, and you're going to never forget their name. So let's talk to the superstar of tomorrow right now, who's sitting right next to me. Let's get to that. So come on, let me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our first ever segment of Superstars of Tomorrow with our first celebrity guest right here in the Weekly Show studio. It is a pleasure to welcome Adam. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. It's good to be here with you.
So tell everyone, you are a music sensation.
I'm a musician here in New York. I've been here about 10 years. I'm in a band called Vonrenzo.
So Vonrenzo, what is that? What does that mean? What is that word?
I don't know, it's kind of a secret, so I can't ever let it out. There's a bunch of different...
Oh, intriguing.
Urban legend.
There is a real meaning behind it. So one day...
There's a few meanings.
Okay, so one day someone might...
Crack the code.
Very exciting. All right, so what is it like being a struggling... Well, you're not struggling. You're successful. But what is it like to be...
Well, we all want to be more successful.
Like, what would you characterize? Are you, what, rock? Pop?
Well, we like to view every album as a different kind of experience. So,
what was the most recent?
Our last one, Indica Dove Se, I think...
Whatsy?
Well, it's an Italian phrase for indicates where you are, kind of a meditation of life. But the last one I'd say was they kind of say it's like Chris Isaac mixed with Jeff Buckley.
Okay.
So
look at that. Right here.
It's a romantic album for a perfect half an hour of romance.
Well, do you write your own lyrics?
Sure. Yeah.
So then, where do you get your inspiration? I've always wondered, like, how are you inspired to put pen to the paper to make a song happen?
Well, I've found it, unfortunately or fortunately, it's usually a girl, and a girl that's no longer interested in me or
Oh! We'll say that's right, though. Because if the first girl you ever were with, you got married to, you would have never had any inspiration.
No, they probably all would have been very lame songs with not a lot of...
So look at that! Thank you to all.
Everything's a blessing. Thank you all very much. Thank you for the blessing.
How can people get your music?
Well, the music's always available on iTunes. You just search Vonrenzo, and our 2 albums will come up. We have 2 on there. Later on in the fall, we're going to have a music video out for one of the songs that are on this album.
Whoa!
Keep an eye out for that.
We have our superstar of tomorrow is already a superstar today. I should rename this segment with him in the house.
Oh, hopefully you guys can come out. We got a show August 19th. Bitter End down in the Village.
Bitter End
Rock Club in New York. And anyone who mentions the weekly show at the show gets a free CD when they come. So hopefully we can get you guys out.
Wow! I am left speechless.
Well, good. That's like how we like to leave you.
And that's how the people leave your crowds every night when they see you perform. Okay. They say, "Wow, I did not imagine a talent like this was possible."
Hello?
Hello, Clarice.
This is she. Who's this?
I kidnapped your baby and I want ransom.
Give me my baby back. I want my baby back. I want my baby back. Ribs.
Baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back.
Chili's baby back ribs. I want my baby back ribs. Barbecue sauce.
These ribs are delicious.
Clarice, you're right. Your baby's ribs are delicious.
Chili's, pepper and some wow, pepper and some fun.
Do you miss riding the bicycle? Hey, have you recently been diagnosed with an STD? Do you suffer from painful, dry urination?
Yeah.
Ew. Do you have explosive, out-of-control diarrhea?
Yeah, I do.
Ha ha! Nobody's gonna date you!
You're gonna die alone!
Okay, that is just so uncalled for. What kind of commercial is this?
Make your worst symptoms feel better, indoors and outdoors, so that you could get back on that bicycle and ride it.
Zyrtec works fast, so I can love the air.
Mommy, ow!
What's wrong, princess?
I got a cut.
Oh no! We gotta fix you up!
Yeah.
Luckily, I got band-aids!
I am stuck on Band-Aid brand, cause Band-Aid stuck on me. I am stuck on Band-Aid brand, cause germ don't stick on me.
Band-Aid will be stuck on me?
What are you talking about? Don't ask questions, princess! Let's put one of these on! In a minute now. Here we go. Let's go, princess! You'll be all better soon!
Is it gonna be stuck on me?
What? There!
Why is this gonna be stuck on me?
Who said it's gonna be stuck on
The
you?
song said it.
What song? You're crazy!
The song in the commercial.
I never heard that song!
It's in the commercial.
What commercial?
That we're in right now.
You need a band-aid for your head!
I have a brain tumor. Will their Band-Aid help that?
It just might!
I'm sure those sponsors will never talk to us again. Now it's time for Film Fight, where two movie critics enter for battle and only one might leave. Normally we'll be reviewing a hot new movie, but this week we'll be talking about the best and worst movies of 2009 so far that we've seen. First up for me is Woody Allen's Whatever Works, starring Larry David. It's a funny, memorable movie with a simple message. In love and in life, do whatever works. Just whatever makes you happy. If you fall in love with a goat, go marry a goat. Metaphorically, of course. Or maybe not. Who knows?
Well, Matt, beating out The Hangover, the best movie I've seen so far this year is Star Trek. Now, the Trekkie purists out there, they may scoff at the high-tech sets and costumes and the state-of-the-art CGI, but I thought this movie worked as an entertaining action-adventure thrill ride. It's one of those origin stories and explains where the characters came from. I had no idea where they came from. And it sets up well for future sequels. Definitely worth checking out.
Well, I've never seen any Star Trek movie, and I didn't really want to see this one either.
I ain't missing out, brother. My worst movie that I've seen so far this year, beating out Terminator Salvation, unfortunately, and anything Kate Hudson was in, is Fast and the Furious. That's right. I'm talking about 42-year-old Vin Diesel in the lightweight, ribbed J. Crew sweaters. There's a ludicrous scene where they're chasing down a tanker and they hijack it on the highway. By the way, I've watched the news for 25 years. I've never heard about that happening before. There's Paul Walker and Jordana Brewster vying for worst actors ever. The ending is stolen unapologetically from 310 to Yuma. This movie was so bad that it made $350 million. There will be another sequel, and I'll be a douchebag there opening weekend.
You probably will. Another movie that made just as much money and is even worse is Transformers 2: Revenge of the Fallen. It might be one of the worst movies ever. This movie made no sense from beginning to end, and to cap it all off, at one point Shia LaBeouf dies and goes to robot heaven. What is robot heaven? And even regardless of the fact, what is it? Why is Shia LaBeouf going to robot heaven when he dies? This doesn't make sense. This
But what
movie
about
is
that?
absurd.
There was that robot who had the wrecking balls for balls. I thought. Hey, I laughed at that one. Man.
So one clever second does not rescue a sea of boredom that was horrible. So skip that movie.
Well, Matt, you know how cultured and sophisticated I am. The movie I'm looking forward to is called Local Color. It's about an aspiring young painter who wants to learn from a Russian impressionist master painter. Now, he's a bitter, curmudgeonly old dude, and he does not want to pass on his craft because he thinks that painting is dead. There's no respect for painters anymore. Only worth checking out.
That movie sounds like it'll put me to sleep. What? So, talking about a movie that's more exciting.
Hey, if it sucks, don't blame me, brother.
All right.
Don't come to me for your
A movie that's going to be destructive in more ways than one is 2012. It is predicting, or the Mayans predict that the world ends in 2012, and this movie demonstrates the world being destroyed, essentially. And it's from the on the order of Independence Day and Day After Tomorrow. It's going to be a great
two classics, by the way.
Two classics. The world being destroyed. Everybody, you always got to see. You got to see the world being destroyed at least once a year. Next time you're going to see us is when we review Inglourious Basterds.
Killing Nazis.
What are you doing this weekend?
Killing Nazis.
Okay. Well, we'll be seeing Brad Pitt do that in Quentin Tarantino's new movie coming up in just a few weeks. So thanks for coming. So long. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the show. Again, time just flies when you're having fun, so thanks for watching. Go to weeklyshowtv.com, watch past episodes, and stay tuned next week because we will have an investigation at a local Subway restaurant. Very excited. Plus, we're going to have urban relationship advice finally coming through, and the Umbrella of Truth returns. So all that fun and more. Stay tuned next week. Thanks for watching, everyone. So long.